Marcus Aurelius, king of the Stoic philosophers, once expressed the idea that our lives shape our thoughts. This profound wisdom is the cornerstone of the content of this video. Throughout the show, we delve into 11 essential aspects that deserve to be discreetly removed from your life. By accepting Aurelius' advice to understand and regulate our inner thoughts, we open up the possibility of personal transformation. It's not just passive viewing. This will be an engaging meeting, and we encourage you to actively participate by sharing your views on each topic discussed. Join us to the end, as this journey offers more than just information. It offers an opportunity for deep self-reflection and meaningful change. Let us undertake this transformative journey together, exploring the depths of our minds and shaping our lives for the better. Number 1. Over-disclosure. Building relationships, whether they are friendships or romantic relationships, requires a thoughtful approach to revealing intimate details. Discretion in personal matters is extremely important. Dwelling on specific reasons for a conflict or breakup not only ignores the privacy shared between individuals, but also creates unnecessary rumors, further complicating the situation. Getting into these experiences will prove more beneficial. This practice not only respects the confidentiality of both parties, but also promotes a deeper personal healing process. The compulsion to discuss such private matters may indicate unresolved emotional issues. Instead of looking outside for options, use self-talk to understand and process these feelings. This method ensures that any problematic relationship with human dignity is resolved, preventing it from becoming an object of public debate. By doing so, you protect your own emotional well-being and the well-being of others involved, fostering a more respectful and discreet path to healing. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize that, and you will find power. This quote resonates deeply with the idea of turning around and responding to external circumstances, especially in the sensitive context of a relationship breakup. Number 2. Unnecessary goals. Embarking on the journey of life requires making thoughtful decisions, thoughtful actions, and staying true to your true self. In the midst of this process, it is important to recognize when certain goals no longer align with our true purpose. Letting go of these goals is not only a natural part of growth, but also an essential part of allowing us to focus on what really matters. However, one must consider how we navigate this process. It is not necessary to submit every change or decision. There is no compulsion to share every detail with the world. Being careful about this will help ensure your overall strategy and intentions as you go through the changes. Make these changes delicately, and make sure your actions align with your core values and identity. Adapt calmly to evolving situations and recognize the power of privacy in shaping strategic life choices. In the words of the great Stoic philosopher Seneca, it is not that we have so little time, but that we lose so much. The life we are given is not short, but we make it so. We are not badly cared for, but we waste what we have. Approach to someone who was considered a close friend is this: you do not need a detailed explanation or a dramatic confrontation. The smart move is to just move on. It's not about demanding revenge or apologies. This is to ensure your peace of mind. If that person later asks for your help, a simple no is fine. You don't have to help someone who has betrayed your trust. Low drama approach and calmly putting distance between you and them often turns out to be the wisest choice. Allow time for the consequences of your actions to unfold. Focus on self-care and let the future unfold naturally. This approach is often the best way to personal growth for both parties. Stay true to yourself. You don't need to keep people in your life who don't care about your well-being. Everyone deserves respect for who they are, and keeping your distance from those who aren't is a brave decision. It is a choice for your mental health and personal development. Avoid unnecessary drama. As Marcus Aurelius once observed, the best revenge is to differ from the wrongdoer. Rise above and invest in becoming the best version of yourself by cultivating your inner peace and character. This is the right way forward. Number 4. Keeping calm in public debate. Calmness in public debate is a virtue worth cultivating. Imagine a scenario where frustration or anger overwhelms you in the middle of a heated meeting, and your heart pounds. It's a relative experience, isn't it? In these difficult moments, there is a great temptation to express anger out loud. But what if we take a different approach? Speak softly. Use this intense energy with calm and peaceful words. It's not just about keeping up appearances. It is a journey to control the storms within. Think about the times you've seen someone lose their temper. How did it affect you? It probably caused discomfort, maybe even frustration. Now imagine someone who remained calm in the midst of chaos and whose voice acted as a soothing balm in a stormy sea of noise. Isn't that the person we all want to be? It is in these trials of our spirit, that we find our true strength, making anger the goal and frustration the focus. It is similar to the alchemy of the soul. It goes beyond simply not expressing angry words. It involves channeling that energy into something that moves us forward and turning obstacles into opportunities. Heraclitus captured it well with his words. The greatest virtue is to be equal. It is a reminder that in the midst of chaos, our calm is our most powerful weapon, and our calm represents the purest form of courage. So, the next time emotions rise in waves, remember this: the ability to remain calm, to communicate thoughts in a whisper when the world is waiting to shout, is not just a virtue, it is a special superpower that is uniquely yours. Number 5. Spreading negative opinions about others. Think about the last time you heard someone speak critically of another person. Didn't that raise questions about what they might say in your absence? Spreading negative opinions about others is an unsafe path. It's easy to get up in the heat of the moment, but once the words are spoken, they cling to you like shadows and cast a dark light on your character. It goes beyond mere diplomacy. It means being the kind of person others trust and respect. You don't have to be liked by everyone, but it's important to remember that every person you meet is fighting battles you don't know. Now, imagine a scenario where you encounter a challenging person or situation. The decisive impulse is strong, isn't it? But here's the key point. It's at this point that you have the power to change the story. Choose empathy over contempt. Put conversation over conflict. It is definitely difficult. You may experience a range of emotions from frustration to sympathy, perhaps even admiration for their resilience. This approach goes beyond mere peacekeeping. It involves understanding the complex tapestry of human emotions and interactions. With this understanding, you not only build bridges, but also develop into a person who can navigate the troubled waters of relationships with finesse and compassion. Once you've reached this point, comment and show your commitment to real change. Show your commitment by liking and subscribing to more of this type of content. Now, let's continue. Number 6. Constant comparison with others. The constant quest to measure yourself against others is like running on a treadmill without an off switch. It's exhausting, endless, and quite frankly, joy stealer. Every time you watch from the sidelines and judge someone else's accomplishments compared to your own, you not only change yourself, you completely forget the beauty of your unique story. This tendency, the desire to constantly measure our worth, often makes us feel like we are constantly falling behind, leaving us in a cycle of self-doubt and dissatisfaction. Now, consider a change in perspective. What if you started celebrating your quirks, your stumbles, your triumphs, no matter how big they are? This is not about ignoring the world around you, but rather embracing your journey, unfettered and unfiltered. Life is not a carefully scripted series where everyone follows the same story. It's messy, unpredictable, and wildly versatile. Your story, with its peaks and valleys, triumphs and failures, is a testament to your resilience and individuality. So immerse yourself in your story. Allow it to unfold as a spectrum of emotions, from the tenacity of frustration to the joy of accomplishment, that is uniquely yours. By embracing your journey, you are not only making progress, you redefine the rules of the game on your own terms. As the Stoic philosopher Epicurus once said, "Control your perceptions, direct your actions, be happy to accept what is out of your control." This quote resonates deeply with the idea of focusing on your path instead of constantly comparing yourself to others. Number 7. Insane social media use. Think of your life as a unique story full of rich experiences and personal growth. Social media, on the other hand, is a huge collection of everyone else's stories, often just their best moments. This difference can lead to unfair comparisons and dissatisfaction with our own lives. That's why it's important to approach social media with intention. Use it for specific purposes like looking for inspiration, connections, or information, and then step back into the reality of your journey. To achieve this, try to schedule specific times to use social media, such as during your morning coffee or after work, to avoid constant intrusion. Before every online interaction, pause and ask, is this constructive or just annoying? Such mindfulness helps distinguish meaningful engagement from senseless lapses. Number 8. Seeking external validation. Today we explore a liberating concept: breaking free from the relentless pursuit of external approval. Imagine yourself on stage, the center of attention, surrounded by a sea of faces, each ready to judge how you act, speak, and exist. This overwhelming and limiting scenario highlights the suffocating nature of living for the approval of others. Now imagine walking away from the stage into a quiet and peaceful space where your voice matters most. This shift symbolizes the importance of prioritizing your inner voice over external judgments. Living for the approval of others takes us away from our true nature and desires, like wearing ill-fitting clothes to please others. Remember the moments of true fulfillment in your life. They probably happened when you were true to your values and beliefs, regardless of the expectations of others. This is the nature of real life. You can incorporate this into your daily life by starting to look within yourself before making decisions. Ask your motive, for yourself or for others. Trust your intuition, be aware of your needs, and develop your self-esteem. Celebrate your achievements, learn from your mistakes, and appreciate your qualities. Remember that self-acceptance is a journey marked by small but important victories. Also, demand relationships that respect your individuality and encourage your true self. By releasing the pressure of external approval, we open the way to a more authentic, fulfilling life journey where we are the protagonists, driven by authenticity and courage. Number 9. Perfectionism. Trying to improve yourself requires dealing with the pitfalls of perfectionism. Although this way of thinking seems helpful, it often leads to stress and a feeling of never being good enough. Perfectionism sets impossibly high standards and increases the fear of making mistakes. But accepting our mistakes is the key to personal growth and happiness. Life, like art, becomes richer and more authentic when we allow room for imperfection. Fight perfectionism by accepting your limitations and realizing that mistakes are part of learning. Take your goals from perfect to great, which means you're doing your best, and know there's always room for growth. Practice self-compassion and be gentle with yourself when things don't go as planned. Celebrate your efforts and realize that every experience contributes to your journey. Finally, define success not as a flawless result, but as a journey full of learning and personal growth. Letting go of perfectionism opens up a world of possibilities, where mistakes are seen as opportunities. This mindset promotes a more relaxed and authentic life, allowing you to appreciate the beauty of your humanity and the unique path you are on. Number 10. Holding unrealistic expectations. Embarking on the great journey of life, we often lower the sails of expectations, chart the paths to dreams and desires. But these very sails can swell to monstrous proportions and become unrealistic fantasies that throw us into a stormy sea of disappointment and disillusionment. Like sailors lured by mythical sirens, we hunt for affection in ourselves, in others, and in our experiences. Search is futile as the horizons that recede as we approach. These overwhelming expectations, often carried by the whispers of society and the clamor of the media, can blind us to the beauty of our authentic selves and the raw, unfiltered reality of life. The path to shedding these deceptive illusions begins with fierce, unflinching honesty with yourself. It is a journey of peeling back the layers of needs and possibilities to reveal the core of our true aspirations. It means recognizing the weight of those expectations and bravely asking whether they lift or break our spirits. This is not a fairy tale change. It is a raw, sometimes painful realization of life's imperfections and of our own limitations. It's about setting goals that reflect who we really are, not who we've been told to be. Every small victory, every step forward becomes proof of our resilience. The beauty of this journey lies not in the destination, but in the rich fabric of experiences woven along the way. Letting go of unrealistic expectations not only diminishes us, it opens our eyes to the unexpected wonders of life and teaches us to navigate its troubled waters with a heart open to every ebb and flow, every joy and heartache that comes our way. Number 11. Gossip can be a tempting habit that offers a momentary connection but ultimately leads us down an unproductive path. Thinking about engaging with such a conversation reveals its impact. Did it increase or decrease our sense of integrity? Like seeds, words have the power to tend gardens or spread weeds. Choosing kindness and understanding adds trust and respect to conversations, fostering environments where positivity thrives. But this journey is not easy. Temptation is often hidden. The challenge is to stop before engaging in negativity and view the humanity of others as we see our own. Would we want our smallest moments to become fodder for casual conversation? Avoiding gossip isn't just about being positive. It's about honoring our common humanity. Leading by example lights you up for authentic connections. By accepting these principles, we increase the flexibility, empathy, and positivity that foster true growth in human relationships. If you found it valuable, please subscribe for more views, hit the notification bell, and show your support by liking and commenting. If you want to explore more wisdom, stay stoic and remember that the path to authentic connection begins with conscious conversation.